"You're not a team player," he said with a smirk. What he didn't know was, I had 47 recordings, an attorney on speed dial, and a legal hammer ready to crush his career into dust. My name is Rachel Dawson. I'm 36 years old, and until just days ago, I was a senior digital strategist at Echelon Dynamics, a major tech consulting firm in Boston, Massachusetts. I had worked my way up from a junior analyst to the leader of our firm's most profitable department. I'd brought in over $2.3 million in new business this year alone. But none of that mattered when I refused dinner with my boss. His name was Mark Hallbridge, a 45-year-old executive with 2 kids, a wife, and a habit of hiding ego and entitlement behind a charming smile. The man who once praised my leadership now sat across from me in his corner office, smugly watching as he tried to end my career. "Maybe you'd be happier working somewhere else," he said, thinking it would break me. But what Mark didn't know, I had been preparing for this moment for months. 6 months earlier, I was thrilled to join Echelon Dynamics. I believed in the company, its mission, and what we were building. I even admired Mark during the hiring process. He seemed professional, respectful, sharp. For a while, everything was perfect. My campaigns outperformed every benchmark. I led my team through 2 flawless product launches. Mark publicly praised my work. Then it changed. The shift started subtly. Compliments that lingered too long. "You look especially sharp today, Rachel." Smiles that weren't entirely professional. The first dinner invitation came on a Friday. "Let's celebrate your win with a little dinner, just you and me, Italian?" I declined politely, but his face told me he didn't expect that. The second invitation came under the guise of team bonding. Then another, and another. Each time I refused, his mood darkened. He began nitpicking my work. Projects were reassigned without notice. Meetings, accidentally, left me out. Still, I stayed focused and led my team with pride. But my instincts screamed, this wasn't over. That's when I began recording everything. Every conversation, every microaggression, every thinly veiled threat. The final straw came when he hinted at a promotion, if I was willing to invest in the relationship. We need leaders who understand that sometimes collaboration happens after hours, over dinner, somewhere nice. My response was firm, but polite. "I prefer to keep business in the office." From that moment, the retaliation intensified. Suddenly, I was excluded from client meetings. Mark publicly criticized decisions he previously approved. He gave my biggest account, worth over $900,000, to a junior analyst. My team was confused. Morale dropped. 2 team members confided they were considering quitting. I kept documenting. I consulted Ellen Morris, a brilliant employment attorney in downtown Boston. She listened, reviewed the recordings, and gave me the confidence to prepare for battle. "You've done everything right," she said. "Now let's show them what a documented pattern of harassment and retaliation looks like." The next time Mark came to my desk, with another smug smile and another dinner suggestion, I was ready. "Still here, Rachel? That's dedication." "Just finishing reports." "You know, we really should grab that steak dinner and talk about your future." I looked him dead in the eye. As I've said before, I don't discuss business over dinner. If there are opportunities, I'm happy to discuss them with HR present. He snapped. "Official channels?" he scoffed. "Do you even know how this industry works? Policies won't help you. No, Mark, but competence and boundaries will. He leaned in, threatened me, told me I might not be as valuable as I think. What he didn't realize was that everything was being recorded. 3 weeks later, he fired me. I walked out with my head high and 47 recordings. I texted Ellen, "It's done, terminated at 2:30 p.m. Her reply, "Perfect. Complaint files Monday." That week, the complaint hit the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. 47 pages of evidence, forwarded to media outlets. Within days, journalists were contacting me. By Wednesday, the hashtag echelon harassment was trending. By Friday, Mark's face was on industry blogs and LinkedIn threads. HR tried calling me. I referred them to Ellen. My former team texted in shock. Mark had canceled all client meetings. The company's reputation was unraveling. Ellen called me Thursday. They're offering a settlement. I smiled. The lesson? Sometimes the best revenge isn't loud. It's patient. It's precise. It's professional. And it hits like thunder. Loud, undeniable, and impossible to ignore. 2 months later, Mark Halbridge was no longer an executive. Echelon Dynamics issued a formal apology citing unprofessional conduct at the executive level. The company's stock dropped. His LinkedIn went silent. I, on the other hand, was offered 5 interviews from rival firms, each one impressed not just by my results, but by my strength. Today, I lead strategy at a company that respects boundaries and rewards talent. I walk into meetings with confidence, not caution. Because I didn't just win a case, I reclaimed my power, and I didn't need to raise my voice to make noise. I just needed to let the truth speak loud enough.